I didn't get to click my normal click in. It went in, I believe, but that's okay. Let's head right in now. I'm excited for this, guys. Feels good to be back at Zandvoort, because we all know what happened at Zandvoort a few weeks ago. 2 Ferraris DNF'd. What a weekend. What a weekend. I'm excited to be driving Zandvoort. It's a good track, fast. It has lots of hills and lots of downhill, so it's exciting. Alright, so let's do it. Alright. Okay, so, let's change this really quick. And let's head to Zandvoort. Yeah, guys, there might be a pause in the middle because I gotta get my pizza when it gets here, so just letting you guys know ahead of time. When my pizza get here, I will leave to go get it. Alright guys, so let's head out on track and do a race program because there's only 30 minutes of practice, so let's start with the most longest thing and then go to the smallest thing that is faster, so it's faster that way. Welcome to Zandvoort, Netherlands, guys. The home of Max Verstappen.
Okay, we need a few solid laps here to help us calculate a good race strategy.
And we all know how last week went. With Max coming in P2, Lando DNFing just before the race ended. Both Ferraris DNF from crashing in the same corner. Carlos Sainz picking up a penalty. There was and Isaac Kajar, I can't forget, got his first podium, his first F1 podium. So yeah, a lot has happened. Indeed, a lot has happened. That was all Zandvoort, man. So it was 3 safety cars, man. Could you believe it? 3 safety cars? Was it 3 safety cars or 2? I don't remember, but I know there was more than 1 for sure. There's no doubt about that. Like I said, I gotta change it in this practice session. Ooh. I don't know what kind of glitch drift I just did, but whatever I just did, that was mad. I want to see that again. Well, I don't. That was a drift, bruh. That was a drift, alright. That was definitely a drift. That was crazy.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna swap that engine part now so I can have a full green engine for the race, or for quality as well too, because I can't switch this back when quality comes. Because when qualifying comes, like, I can't switch any engine parts unless I get a penalty. So to avoid getting penalties, I'm gonna not do that. Because the penalties that I'm trying to pick up, I want to pick up later in the season. Pizza is almost here, guys. So in a few minutes time, I will be grabbing the pizza and I won't be out on track for a bit. Stay tuned, guys. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna change the engine component just to be safe. Alright, let's see how long it's gonna take me. What was my lap time for that, actually? Oh, I did a 112.3 with fastest first sector 1 with a 25.2 sector 1, and then another fast sector 3 with 22.0. Okay, not bad. Oscar Piastri has the fastest second sector with a 24.7, but his lap time is 112.5.
Right, so our best lap so far, 1 minute 12.3.
Alright, let's switch out the engine part before it's too late. So, yep, let's do it right now. Let's see how long it's going to take. It's going to take 12 minutes, so enjoy these 13 minutes, and then, yeah, talk to you guys in 13 minutes when this is done. I'll switch it like this so you guys can see who's out on track. Enjoy. Alright guys, there's 5 minutes to go. Let's head out and do one last race program. We're just gonna do qualifying pace. Let's do it.
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing, so that's what we need to beat. Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Well, program over, but that wasn't much help to us, I'm afraid. We need to run it again.
No, that did not come out well. Not how I predicted that to be. Really not how I predicted that to be. But that's okay, I'm heading into the pits anyways.
Pitting this lap
There's
then.
1
Come
minute
into the
left,
pits at the end of this lap.
So that's okay. Okay. 1 minute to go. That is all that's left of practice. Alright, stay tuned guys. It was not good at all.
The rain's a few lap outs yet, but it is coming, so be careful.
Yeah, I was, look at all those reds. It was bad. Just enjoy whoever's on track until 10 seconds. Yeah, it's done anyways, so. Yeah. Alright guys, let's head right into qualifying. That was the end of practice.
What an incredible practice session. The fun doesn't stop here, though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
Alright guys, let's head right into qualifying. Yeah, this should be fun. I'm going to try to have a great lap, so stay tuned. Let's do it.
With partisan support that we rarely see anywhere else on the calendar, there is an incredible atmosphere at Zandvoort. We're setting the grid for the Dutch Grand Prix in qualifying.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
That was close. I reset myself on track, and I also almost got a penalty for stopping mid-track. That was very dangerous of me. But my lap time was a 111.6.
Right, our best lap so far, 111.6.
Yeah, that was some dangerous driving there for me. I have the fastest first sector with a 25.0, and the fastest third sector with a 21.7. Okay, not bad. Stay tuned to who are out on track right now. Ooh, somebody commented. Let me see who it is. Oh, hello, my friend. How you doing, man? Thank you for joining today. Welcome, welcome. It's Friday, guys. This is exciting. So enjoy those who are on track, and then stay tuned for improvement lap after these laps, guys. Okay, so it turns out I didn't need an improvement lap since nobody in the top 8 went out, so I'm staying in pole. Well, Q1 is done in about a minute or so, so stay tuned. Alright guys, let's see who is out in Q1. So out in Q1 we have Zhou Guanyu in the Kicksaba, we have Valtteri we have Zhou Guanyu out in the Kicksaba in P20, Valtteri Bottas in the Kicksaba in P19, Pierre Gasly in the Alpine in P18, Alex Albon in the Williams in P17, Nico Hulkenberg in the Haas in P16. Alright, those are the bottom 5s out in Q1. Let's head right into Q2. Let's do it. And this should be a great lap. I'm excited for this.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Forgot to pit again, guys. That's okay. It is what it is. Okay, so let's see what I did. I did a... What the? What just happened? Did I not do a lap? Wait. I gotta restart. I need to restart that whole session because something just went wrong. Thought I did a lap. Did I not do a lap? Let's try this again. Okay, that was weird. Extremely weird. I thought I just did a lap, but okay. I don't know what the hell happened there, but
Understood. Stopping this lap. Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining. To view your current tyre, brake and engine temperatures, press the MFD button to open the multifunction display and then press it again to cycle through until you reach the temperature information screen.
So yeah, guys, I did a 111.3 with the fastest first and third sector.
Okay, mate, our best lap so far, 1 minute 11.3.
So I did a 25.0 on sector 1 and a 21.6 on sector 2, and my lap time is 111.3. And Lando right below me has the fastest second sector at 24.5, with he did a 111.7
Okay, so we're
with a
top
gap
of the
of
speed trap,
333.9.
332.5 kilometers per hour.
But stay tuned, guys, and check out those who are on track. And stay tuned. I'm gonna try and do an improvement lap here, even though I don't think I need it. But stay tuned. I tried and I went out too late. Alright guys, let's head into Q3. Let's head right into this lap. Alright, let's see who's out in Q1. Q2 I meant to say. So out in Q2 we have Logan Sargent in a Williams in P15, Kevin Magnussen in a Haas in P14, Carlos Sainz in a Ferrari in P13, and Daniel Ricciardo in a V-Carb in P12, and Esteban as the final person out in Q2 in the Alpine in P11. Surprised to see Carlos Sainz out in Q2. That's shocking. But let's check out who the top 10 is for the shootout for pole position. We have Yuki Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso, Lance Stroll, Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, and myself. Let's head right into Q3 and get a great lap. Let's do it.
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining. Okay, we can take you this lap.
Alright guys, I did a 11.
Right, so far, our best lap, 1:11.3.
Yeah, so I did a 1:11 with no fastest lap actually. And I just got tapped out by Max Verstappen. Yeah, I did 11.3. We're down by like 1 second, one hundredth of a second, man. Not even a hundredth. Like I don't even know what that is, bro. But it's the gap is mad. But I'm gonna go out for an improvement lap. Hopefully, I can beat Max Verstappen.
We're ninth in the speed trap, 332.3 kilometers per hour.
So what's gonna happen? Yeah, I'm gonna go back out because that is ridiculous. I have the fastest two sectors, but somehow Max made it on top. But that's okay. There he is, Mr. Max himself. Like I'm second in everything except the standings. Yeah, guys, I need to drop this gap down with Max because, wow, I need to get back pole position. Please, I want that pole position. Just losing to Max on his home race is not fun. Imagine if you get to hear the national anthem, man. You know how many times you would have heard my national anthem?
Your teammates sitting in pole, they're in pole position.
Yeah, qualifying is done and I'm not getting no improvements right now. Nothing. Yeah, this is my pole position. Thank you for pole, bro.
Fantastic, you've got pole position.
Boom, baby. Boom. That's how you get a pole position, bro. Let's go. My teammate had provisional pole. Came around, did that improvement lap, and stole pole position. Let's go. That's how you get a pole, baby. Now that's how you get pole position. Let's go. P1, baby.
With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid line up for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Enjoy this, guys, and see you guys or talk to you guys right before the formation lap ends. As always, enjoy the track introduction.
We're on the coast of the North Sea at Zandvoort Circuit, 25 miles outside of Amsterdam. We're all set for the Dutch Grand Prix, a race that the greats have won at, including Jim Clark, who took the biggest trophy home here on 4 occasions. A lap of this short 2.6 miles Zandvoort Circuit then features 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with a 678-metre main straight into turn 1, aka Tarzan Corner, which with DRS open will be the best overtaking opportunity on the track. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Henry lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Hamilton, Tsunoda, Ocon, Ricciardo, Sainz, Magnussen, Sargent, Hulkenberg, Albon, Gasly, Bottas, and Zhou Guanyu. That's it then. It's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. Welcome to the commentary box overlooking the circuit. I'm Alex Jakes, and joining us for the race today is Naomi Schiff. Well, they're having a better time than their teammates so far this year. How do you keep that momentum going?
Yes, for sure. It is never nice to be on the receiving end of that teammate battle, to be the one not winning. But for the driver who is on the upper hand, it's a real confidence boost because, as you know, the first job in Formula One is to beat your teammate. It is a team sport, but at the end of the day, that's the only driver on the grid that's got equal equipment to you. So it's the best indication of how you're doing. So for them, it's going to be a real confidence boost.
Here we go then. The formation lap is underway and the track temperature looks warm. That may or may not play into some of the team's hands for today's race. As the cars come back to the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly
Alright guys,
can.
let's do it.
And they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium.
I'm excited. I have
within
Max
the
Verstappen
points.
right behind. He's going to be right behind me at the start of this race, so let's hope this goes well. I'm excited for this. This is fun. Let's do it. Let's have some fun and let's win this race. I don't remember how many laps, but this should be good. So enjoy, guys.
Drive-through penalty.
Sorry guys, I panicked. Let's do it properly. There we go. Because I almost got a drive-through penalty because I launched off the line too fast. Where the hell is George Russell going? Whoa! Whoa, 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 buddy. Where y'all mans going, bro? The hell just happened? Y'all mans are aggressive as shit. Man almost gave George Russell the lead. He did, but damn. That was an aggressive ass start though. Got slammed in the back by Lando Norris. I got slammed inside by Max. Sheesh. George Russell was like, alright, I'm gonna let them have a chaos fight and I'm gonna just slip right through. What an aggressive start of first lap, right? First lap, no DRS as always, but that's okay.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and
Alright, enjoy the rest of the
zone.
race, guys.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes. Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. We think we might see some rain, ETA about 15 minutes. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now. Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, mate, it's good to get your elbows out, mate, but come on, not like this. Let's keep it clean, please. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. And your pit window opens in 2 laps' time. All right, 16 laps to go. Box, we're coming in this lap. So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. We had an issue removing the right front wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put it behind us now and get back into this race. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Max is coming in for his stop. Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. The car ahead's come in to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres. We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes. You're in first position, front of the pack. Russell behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, we're into the last 10 laps now. We don't think it's going to stay dry for much longer. The rain could come at any moment, so watch out. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now. Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. Okay, mate, your lap times are all over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this. Okay, mate, the last lap time, 1 minute 13.5. We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Okay, I think we're still on the right tyres for the time being. Right, we're no longer sure that these tyres are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change. The rain's going to keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes at least. Okay, not sure whether dries or inters are faster. We're right on the crossover. Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though. Okay, clear.
Safety car, safety car, safety car. Safety car. Safety car. I feel like there might be a safety car.
Virtual safety car deployed.
I knew there was a.
Slow down and maintain a
I knew there was gonna be a
safety car
VFD.
is deployed.
Yeah, see, I kind of knew the VFC was gonna come out. If it wasn't a full safety car, it was gonna be a VFC, but I called it because I said safety car. This is crazy.
Alright, we're seeing puddles now, and the dry tyre isn't capable of moving that water out of the way.
This is
Looks like we're
crazy.
around the
I'm
crossover
boxing,
point for the
bro.
intermediates. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. Max is in the pits. Max in the pits. Okay, let's go now. Come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
with you, bro. You're gonna cause a damn accident, my guy. Man, swerving all over the place with freaking mediums, bro.
The rain's going to keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes at least.
Yeah, that was what I called winning a race. Fernando Alonso's gonna lose a lot of track position, bro, because this man didn't pit under the VFC, bro. He's still on mediums, bro. Wanna bet he's gonna
Tyre
pit?
condition still looking good. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.2 seconds.
Lost a lot of track position because of that, bro. Welcome to wet Zandvoort, guys. But this track is slippery as shit. Enjoy the last 2 laps, guys. So, last 3 laps, I should say. Enjoy.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Here comes the win, guys. This is the win, baby. I'm excited for this win right here. Let's do it. Ooh, I got the win, bro. Easy Zandvoort win. Easy win, baby. Let's go.
Yes, guys, yes.
That was an easy one, man. But I called the right strategies
That's
and I
number
won the
6.
race.
Congratulations on a well-deserved winning streak.
Yeah, man, that was a great race, bro. Driver of the day, baby.
Many doubted whether they could pull off the win here in Zandvoort, but they've done so in spectacular style.
Let's go. We did it. I did it.
It's one thing to win, but to win like that in total dominant style, that was a fantastic drive, and it is not one that we see very often.
Woo.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be proud of the victory they've secured here.
Yeah, guys, that was a great race. Really, really great race. Especially when that safety car came out, I'm like, yep, I'm heading right into that pit to get my intermediate tires, man.
Been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
But Max need to beat Lando Norris, man. He really does, for real. Let's see the standings. Yeah, Max is behind by a lot of points now because Lando has 222, Max only has 212. So Max needs to catch up or he will lose out to Lando. Yeah, guys, let's see. Let's check out this part because I'm curious. No one DNF'd, right? Yeah, Max and Norris collide with each other. I had a collision with Norris and with Norris in lap 1. Oh, okay, so all the collision was in lap 1. Okay, fair enough. Charles Leclerc DNF'd in Zandvoort. What's the irony on that he actually DNF'd in Zandvoort in real life as well? Last weekend, he had a crash in Zandvoort and it was out of the race. What's the irony that he DNF'd in game 2? Crazy. Pit stops, yeah. Pit stops were a bit wild though, but it makes sense because we went from like softs to medium to intermediates. And it looks like the Rastafarian colors, the red, green, and yellow. That's funny. Alright, let's check out the highlights and then yeah, let's go from there. Enjoy the highlights. But first of all, I wanna check out this crazy ass start there. The start was mad. Look at how mad this start was. I almost got spun. Somehow I kept it on track. But that was a mad crazy start. But in lap 2 I really went after Russell, man. Want my P1 position back. Oh, when I was fighting Norris to get back position. This is easy. I got it back. Yeah, this was easy to get back on Norris. That was a really beautiful overtake. Yeah, a very beautiful overtake. And then I went right for Joe right after that, man. Man, I did some beautiful racing today. Because the way I did that overtake on Norris, and then the way I did the overtake on George too, it was beautiful. Amazing racing, man. Look at this overtake, look at it. Going down the stretch, one left. Took him going in the corner. He was the apex first, I took the apex. Push, he almost spun me, but then I kept it on track. I pushed through the corner, man. The camera angle is mad, but I love it. That's on a helicopter too. And crossing the line with the win. Yeah, that was a great race, man. I did some really great driving in that race. For real, man. Alright, guys, yeah, that was it. And we all know the next race is Monza. Of course. I'm excited for this race this weekend because it's going to be fun. Yep. This is fun. Alright, let's move on. Let's see what's next. So yeah, the next race, guys, is Monza. I don't know when I'm gonna race this. Maybe, hopefully, Wednesday, give or take. If I don't think I'll be able to do it tomorrow, guys. Or Sunday, because obviously Sundays are not optional for this. But hopefully on Wednesday we should be back at it for sure. Alright. Alright. Yeah, see, next race, Monza Grand Prix. Second Italian race of the season. Man, like I told you guys at the beginning of this season, right? Even after I lost Jeddah and Barcelona, I said I came here to win. I was only tolerating two losses, man. After 2 losses, I was done, bro. It's my game. We winning all the way, man. 6 wins in a row. So, let me see. 2 in Austria, 1 in Silverstone, 1 in Budapest, Spa, and then Zandvoort makes 6 wins. Woo! That's great, man. Really great. I'm enjoying it. So yeah, with that being said, guys, let's head right back to the main page, and then from there we will call it a night because yeah, it's done. We won the race. Not much to do, just explain to you guys. Like I said, I might not be here tomorrow night, guys, but I will be here Wednesday night from 7:30 to whatever time it finishes. Yeah, thank you for joining, man. Have a good rest of your night, man. Yeah, no, that was great. So yeah, thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday and next week Friday. So stay tuned. We'll be back soon, guys. Peace out.